GA in the house. Let's get it going. It's Friday. Let's get it going. It's Friday.
Far away.
I know I sound far away. I wish I had that cordless.
When you say cordless, what you mean?
Cordless.
Oh, you say cordless. Cordless. I couldn't hear you, man. Yeah, that Rode mic would be very important right now. A good shotgun mic might work too. You know, if you're standing right in front of it. If I put all my mics out on the table, I need like one of them like dinner tables of all the mics I got. Like it's crazy.
Wait, y'all ready? They ain't ready today. They ain't ready today, man. Wait a minute, I gotta turn that for the. Look who's in the chat room. I see you. Where you? One time. Bronx in the house. The Bronx in the house. Brooklyn's in the house. The Bronx in the house. I ain't ready for this. Let's go. Come on. Get the lights up. They said Nashville in the house. Shout out your city right now. This is the reason why we're doing this. Shout out your city right now. Yeah, you got tired. Whatever city you in, I want you to shout it out. Whatever city that you in, shout it out in the chat room. Let me know where you calling, where you at. Get the likes and subscriptions up. Come on, it's Friday. I'll be sure what's it, but this is my home. It's Friday, people. Let's build that energy up for the weekend. That's what the Flint, Michigan in the house. The boogie down Bronx is in the house. What? The Netherlands is in the house. Come on, y'all. Columbus is in the house. You know, now that you have to start, yeah, where you at? Cash App is in the house. Toronto's in the house. I'm cutting the sweat over here. Winston-Salem is in the house. Y'all don't understand. This is all part of it. I ain't got to sweat, John. You see that, man? Jeez. We international. I want y'all to get this. There's a reason why I danced and did what I did early this whole thing in the morning. I'm sweating like I performed. It's a reason. Get the likes up. I want y'all to understand there's a reason. Who else? Somebody, y'all secret watchers, y'all up there in the clouds watching. Come on down. Tell me where you're from. Jono, how are you today, man?
Doing good, brother. How's everything going?
You know it, man. Doing lovely, man. See, most people, let me cut the music real quick. Most people don't know how to celebrate when it's seemingly nothing to celebrate. Let me say that again.
Whoa, say that again.
Most people don't know how to celebrate when it's seemingly nothing to celebrate. We starting already. Come on, you know, clouds.
When you say that, it's the whole thing about giving thanks. You're not supposed to give thanks after you get something. You're supposed to give thanks before you get something.
Come on now. Come on.
How you gonna do that? How you gonna do that if you don't know the principle behind giving thanks? We talk about giving all week. Now we could talk about giving thanks. If you know how to give thanks, it will come to you. It's going to come to you Somebody can put that verse in the Bible. Everybody knows about it already.
Mm-hmm. Give thanks. See, the thing of it is you got to give thanks mentally, spiritually, but your body has to also give thanks. Y'all ain't caught on to that. Let that sink in. Right. Let that sink in. So when you see me dancing around, come on. Yeah, John already dropping the fire. Come on, y'all. Y'all getting it now. Come on, y'all getting it already. You should always start your day out with gratitude. Set the energy for the day. Come on now. Celebrate that you are here, that you are alive, and have the opportunity to give thanks. Come on, the thinking class is in session. Come on. They're not ready for this. They're not ready for this. Can you afford to be a player in the game?
If you give thanks, then you won't have a reason to be negative that day. If you give thanks, there's no reason to have anybody even interrupt your personal space because you're already giving. When you give thanks, you open up the subconscious and you open up the heavens. We'll talk that word too. Open up the heavens to release a blessing to you because you are worthy of it.
Whoa. Slow down, man. You trying to slip. You slipping too much into the blue magic. Say that again.
When you give thanks, you open up the heavens because the heavens know you can handle it. And more blessings will come towards you.
The heavens will open up for you because it knows that you're what? Ready?
It knows you're ready to accept more. If you don't even know how to give thanks for what you have or what you're about to receive, then there's no reason for them to send it to you. The universe has to send it to you, a worthy person. The only way you can show you're worthy is if you're giving thanks.
Oh my God. Come on. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. Come on. Y'all better give. This is the time to be grateful. You said, what does this have to do with game? This is game 101. Come on. When you are grateful, see, you can't afford to be a player in the game if you're not grateful for what you already have. True players in the game are grateful for the game that they do have. And they're willing to celebrate when seemingly outwardly there's nothing to celebrate because they're already celebrating the victory that they already won. They're already celebrating the victory that they already won. Come on now. If I could like that again, I would. Get the likes up. Blessing to everyone. What's going on, Alpha Kingdom? We just left your show. See how to switch. Salute to big bros. Salute to you, bro. So that's what most people are missing. They don't know how to celebrate. They're in a perpetual cycle of negativity of what they don't have instead of what they do have. So you are already cheating yourself out of the game because you're saying that you can afford to be in the game because you're focusing on the wrong thing. But I'm just talking right now. I know you want to shoot some stuff down, Jono.
Listen, even in the good book of Ephesians, it says, do not get drunk on wine, which leads to debauchery. Instead, be filled with the Spirit. See, he didn't say spirits like drinking. Be filled with the Spirit. Your connection to the Most High, speaking one another with psalms, hymns, and songs from the Spirit. Sing and make music from your heart to the Lord, always giving thanks to God, the Father, for everything. That means anything you're going through right now, give thanks for it, whether it's good or what you consider bad or a lesson, whatever way you take it. In the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. That's a very powerful. That's Ephesians 5:18-20. If you think about giving thanks, you won't be thinking about how bad your day is.
See, only the thinking class can understand what we're saying about giving thanks because their mind is elevated. Shout out to Joe Blast. He's official. You see that? You see when I sent you about Joe Blast? He got his pen in thinking class. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to you, bro.
It's almost like a certificate that you sent.
Yeah, certificate showing that you part of it. Come on. The mindset is number one before everything. Millionaires say it all the time. Impatient people don't get a lot of time because they want results before the application of the work. I'm about to say the word. The work. A quick fix. Come on now. Come on. Come on.
The word comes before the work.
Say that again.
The word comes before the work. You can't do any work until the word comes forth first.
That's why you have to be grateful, thankful. Yo, salute to you, bro. When I seen the picture, man, I say, oh my God. I'm waiting for the other people to get there so you can be next to get your picture, the thinking class. Come on, y'all gotta participate. This is good. I love it. Look what I got left. Come on. Come on, let's get the rest of these out. You know what you need to do. Next week is my birthday, March 18th, 49. You know what to do. Come on. Congratulations, Joe. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. See, we celebrate others over there. Say that again.
You celebrate participation. Most people don't even care about their chat room and their people on there. They don't care about their audience. We care about the people that's just sitting here waiting to take the content somewhere else. We salute them too.
Those up in the clouds watching. I see you. You think I don't see you on YouTube? We think you don't see us. We don't see it.
We hope you spread the word because we know it's a good word.
So go and share. Be my guest. What is it saying? Be my guest. Be my guest. Be my guest.
My brother always told me if something's for you, it can never be taken from you.
Y'all better catch this. Y'all better catch what's going on. Please understand. You have to see. When you say, Joe, send me a picture on IG. Show me the flash. Yeah, it's on my IG. You can see it and on my regular page. Definitely, we waiting on you, William. We waiting on yours. I mailed you out one too. Come on. The thinking class is in session. But I want you to catch this. Can you afford to be a player in the game? The read is so important that you learn the power of being thankful and grateful. Can you be grateful and thankful? Let me slow my words down for those in the back of the class, those watching in the clouds.
If you're thankful and grateful, then you don't have no reason to be waiting for anything because you already put it out there for you to receive it. Why are you waiting? If you're thinking, that's the action. You're not supposed to be waiting. You're supposed to be thinking. You get it? You're not supposed to be waiting. You're supposed to be thanking the universe for it, thanking God for it. If you thank God for it, then you're gonna have
somebody. I just got a message on the bat phone. Somebody want there. Pinned it. I see you in the back. I got you. It's coming to you. She's part of the thinking class. Yes. Mel is slow here, and it definitely is coming to you. It's coming to the Netherlands. It's coming to William. It's coming to you. Yours will be out to you. I'm going to mail it out this weekend, Tish. Yours is on the way. The thinking class is here. You said that, Jono, didn't you? Didn't you say that? When one see.
It's true. It's a connection.
Wait. We gotta get this one. We gotta get this one. Come on, we gotta one more time for the. That's the power. You got to learn how to celebrate. I celebrate everyone who comes into this chat room. I made it my point to send a personal letter from me to you with my handwriting signature from me, from the LDA brand, sending it to you personal, because I value everyone who comes in every day and listen to myself, Jono, and all the other special guests that come through. When you feel when you feel with gratefulness, your game begins to flow easily, and she begins to what? Pull towards you. This is it. This is it. Y'all don't even know what y'all got going on here.
If you have the opportunity to take in just what you're grateful for, then what happens is the people around you won't ever have a reason to doubt your subconscious or doubt what you're able to do, because you don't emit negativity. I could be having a bad day, you would never know it. You know why? Because I can't bring that spirit to that particular situation, because I know what the outcome is going to be. If I want a result, if I want a certain result, I got to have that attitude correctly.
Old school Tony already started. I need everybody to big hashtag gratitude. Hashtag gratitude. You cannot bring to a situation what just Jono just said that you already know the outcome to with negativity. You need to bring gratefulness to it. You need to be bring thankfulness to it. Why? Because you change your perspective. You change your perspective of it, but also you're not sitting from this point of view. You're sitting from what? This point of view.
The book we were just talking about also says you have to be grateful in all things. It didn't say some things. It didn't say the happy things or the sad things. It said all things. Be grateful in all things. And I think I'm gonna pull it up because I think it actually tells you get a reward for it. So I want to see that.
Some of y'all are going to get a reward for being grateful and being. What does this have to do with game? Come on now, this is game 1-on-1. The reason why some of the things that you're getting, the information that you're getting is not working, I know you're pulling it up, is because you haven't been grateful and thankful for what you have right now. I'm grateful for today. I'm working on the relationship with my dad, and you have a contribution in it as well as the chat. Thank you. Grateful and respect. That's what I'm talking about. My dogs, chat rooms. That's what's good, y'all. What's good? Salute to True Savage. You too, Jono too. What's going on? Salute, salute. The Most High is with us, and we need to give it to others. Gratitude. Come on, y'all. Hello to all the ladies. Hey, ladies. That's what I'm talking about. Salute. So you need to learn how important. You got to be grateful. I got something on my hat. I don't like that. Where's it at? Where's it at? Okay, cool. You got to be grateful for what you have right now and the information that you have. So part of doing the information is also being grateful for the information. Let me say that again. Part of doing, because the thinking class know how to think, but they know how to move but they also learn how to be grateful for the information they have, because that is the what? When you do it and grateful with it, it actually adds the energy to push it forward. You said it right. Let's get it.
The verse actually reads, it says, in everything, give thanks, for it is the will of God in Christ concerning you. It says that's the will. Now, you can take that and define it in any theology, in any deity, because some of y'all may not identify with Christ, but what I'm telling you right now is what the universe is telling you is you should give thanks when it concerns all things, in everything. Because you're supposed, that's the way to get the connection It's like you plug in your drive so you could download the music, or you plug in your drive so you could download your file. It's like the only way to plug into the blessing is to plug in with grateful, and thankfulness, and then you plug in and download more blessings. You see what I'm saying? And if you don't make that connection by being grateful, you don't have access to it. You don't even get the password.
Mm. I'm grateful for you and Jono and everything you have personally brought to us mentally and spiritually since I found your channel. Shout out to you, my brother. True Savage, what's going on? So in order to connect, you got to connect with your gratefulness and with your being thankful. So what is this? So why does this apply to the game?
It applies to the game because it's almost like the way you show yourself humble. You're not coming with arrogance. You're not coming with ego. You're literally putting your hands out saying, I thank you for the opportunity to learn, to be, to become, to succeed. You're actually putting yourself out there with the right reverence to receive. That's what's happening.
Y'all ain't ready for this. And it's something because I went live before Alfie's show.
Yeah, I was there. You didn't see my name.
I didn't see your name. So I was talking about the importance of the investment. So one of the investments that you can do, let's tie this all together to how can you afford to be a player in the game? Your investment in thankful and being grateful is important. Some of y'all are depleted in your thankful account and in your grateful account, and it's the reason why it's not what? Working.
It's true. Some of you looking for a handout. Most people that look for a handout, how many hands they got out? One. But when you're thankful, you're in a praise mode. You can receive more because you're thankful.
Most time, the low points of your life is happening to give you the lesson. You humble and center on your purpose. Come on, now. Thinking class is in session. It's in session.
When you're looking for somebody to give you something, you got your hand out like this. You know why? Because you have apprehension. You're like, oh, I'm not going to put my whole self out there. You would never. This does not look like you're trying to get something from somebody. This looks like you're trying to receive something. And it's not, and it doesn't matter if it comes from a person, you're receiving it from up there, down here. You get it? It's so simple to understand. When you receive somebody, so like a handshake, how many hands you put out? You put out one, because that's you talking to man. But when you're ready to receive something from up there, you're like this, and you're in reverence, and you're giving thanks. You see, it's a big difference, huge difference how to receive it.
Be thankful, but not for wanting a certain purpose, no motives.
Yeah, that's called conditional thanks. Why would you want to be conditional? If you're not being genuine, then the condition, it's only going to be within the conditions you think about it, and it's going to be very, very less concentrated. But when you give thanks in all things, you could have a magnitude of results. You could literally have anything coming at you. Somebody could drive up with a brand new car in front of your house right now.
You about to?
You didn't limit the kingdom.
You just said something I'm going to hit now. You're going to hit it. Divine, I got it. In return, I give thanks. I give internal thanks and pay it forward. That's it. All right, Sharice, you got the hands up. Yours should have been got to you, Sharice. Your package should have came. I saw you, John, on Instagram Live. Great move. Right. Good. All right. Dr. Constant Cooper is here. Good morning, LDA and John. Hey, picking class. Let me say something. And about this, can you afford to be a player in the game? And about being thankful. Let me say something, because this is going to get you. Not only are you thankful for what you got going on, can you be so bold and audacious to be thankful for when somebody else get a blessing?
It's true. That means that's past self-actualization. When you could think beyond yourself into the prosperity of someone else, the universe looks for that, and you get multiplied even more. When you could bless somebody else, when you could tell somebody, listen, look at your great accomplishment, and I'm gonna use that as an example and a testimony for the rest of the people to learn. Those are all the factors you need to push forward and you'll go forward in self-actualization and self-present. Your whole both lives go in the right direction. But I got a word. As soon as you said in the, affording, not to be able to afford being a player in the game, I heard a word, and I don't know if we said this yet all week, and it's gonna strike a nerve, and maybe 1:00, and maybe it may be necessary, but something told me that y'all gotta stop being so cheap.
Come on.
Stop being so cheap in the game. That's what you can't afford. When you cheapen yourself out by not selling yourself correctly, when you cheapen your brand by not putting forth your best effort when you introduce yourself, you can't afford to put forth that persona. Do not cheapen yourself out.
So whoa. So hold on. What's going on? That's my alumni right there. Shout out. You know what class we are. I ain't gonna say it because it's been over for so many years. So many years. Rosamento, what's going on, brother? Yep. Yes, I'm always happy for others when they receive their blessings. Right. Good word. So get this. You're cheapening yourself and you begin to cheapen the game.
Yeah, there's a whole perception that you put out there when you first meet somebody. People cheapen and dumb down and water down themselves to make sure there's no apprehension there, so that you don't like give everybody the full force of your presence. But that is actually the wrong idea. Why are you gonna be somebody you're not? Why are you gonna cheapen your own brand by not being your authentic self? And why are you gonna accept less than what you could by cheapening what you would accept? Stop cheapening the entire game. You cheat. It's like the word cheap and cheat. It's like when you cheapen yourself out, you're cheating yourself out.
Get them out the clouds. So are you being cheap? And you know we always talk about the gospel of responsibility. You being cheap to yourself.
You can't afford to be cheap in the game. If you was playing football and they gave you a helmet that was $20 compared to $100 helmet, would you trust that helmet when somebody got hit you in the head? Can you afford to cheapen your safety equipment in the game? Can you help? Can you help? But like we just talked about buying equipment. Can you afford not to have the right equipment and still put forth a product that is worthy of your brand on your platform? Can you afford to do it? No.
Can't do it.
So when you see other people do it, you're like, you know what? You're cheapening your own brand. Don't do it.
And people don't realize, player, can you afford to be a player in the game? Your brand is you. And you wondering why you keep getting cheap results is because you keep giving off cheap energy, and you are being cheap with who? Yourself.
Listen, are you attracting low quality people to you? Maybe you should stop cheapening yourself. Don't put the cheap version of yourself out there. It's like you have a drug from the FDA approved over these years, then all of a sudden the generic come out later. It's cheaper. It may have the same ingredients, but the original is actually there for a reason. They put the time, they put the research, they put the energy into becoming an authentic item, and then you're gonna let the cheap version take over in your situation? Are you making yourself generic?
Oh, I was thinking that, man. Why you take the words? You took it right. I can't even grab it. I can't even grab it. Oh, I'm resonating. All right, that's what I'm saying. A word, right? This is a word, right? Just look what he said. I even flashed before I even get it up there. I'm trying to flash it off and on. Look what he said. No coupons in the game. All receipts are reflection of your own.
Come on, you got it. You got it.
Come on. Come on.
Did you come? Did you know that you like steak and you went out for a hamburger? Did you cheapen your own desire?
I'm gonna tell you what they're doing, Jono. They're going to Groupon trying to get the Groupon game. They're going to Groupon trying to get a Groupon on how to get the game.
We talked about free earlier this week, right? Didn't we talk about free? But this is like right in between. Are you cheapening even your own request for a blessing? Telling the universe you're not worthy of the exact thing that you want, but you'll take the generic version, you know? Like, oh, well, you know what? I wanted a car, but I'll settle for a bike. No, that's not what you wanted. That's not what you wanted. I'll take the girl that returns my call, but the pretty one that I didn't even approach yet, that's the one you wanted. Go after her.
They ain't ready for
what
that.
What about the job interviews? You took the one that called you back, but you didn't pursue the job that you really wanted or the business that you really wanted. Why are you selling yourself short? Don't cheapen your happiness.
That's it. Because we talk behind the scenes about equipment and things like that, and even what we do here. It's a particular. There's a particular mixer that I want. It's the Rogue. What is it? Rogue. What is it called?
The Rodecaster.
Rodecaster. Pro Rodecaster. That's what I want because I want quality. I will not sell myself short and get something else that I do not want. I already studied the specs. I know how much it costs. I want that because I want a quality show where you can even call in. Y'all better realize, are you selling yourself cheap?
I can show it to you right here. There it is, right there. That's the Rodecaster right there. I'm using it right now, live on the show.
See? And you don't realize when you sell yourself cheap, you give off a stench that you belong on the discount rack.
No, the universe don't want to hand it to you. When they say, oh, you cheapen your own brand, why would I give you the best? I'm going to send you the Alesis, the little Alesis $20 mixer that you have to convert everything to phono cord. You know what I'm saying? You got a cheap mixer when you don't even have XLR.
Right.
And I'm not saying that you ain't supposed to start off there, but man, we talked about the fake. You're not supposed to stay fake. You're supposed to make your way up, make it on the fake until you get to your goal. Because even I feel like there's some things I need to get where I want to go, but I know to myself, I'm not going to try it until I have my production value there. When my production value there, I will level up to those places.
Which goes into the word that we talked about today on the live. Investment. We talked about this earlier this week. You can be cheap with the investment in yourself or in others.
I mean, you want to hear something crazy? I got a lighting set. I got a $1,600 lighting set sitting in a case right now. I'm not even going to put up those lights until my production gets to that point. I bought them already. But this $20 light I got up here is doing what it's got to do for now. You see what I'm saying? So I already know there's another place and another level I could take things to, but I got to see the results. I got to give thanks for what I have here and then put in those items when I see the blessing come because of how I gave thanks. And I'm giving thanks by, like I said, participating on this. The text I put on your Instagram earlier was very important to me. I said, listen, I'm contributing to other lives so that my life will someday, I'm preparing for a day in the future. You see, I want to make sure those other lives are successful for me by giving to you. You see what I'm saying? And I'm giving thanks first.
I didn't realize that was you, man. I was looking I'm looking at the picture. I'm like, who is that? Quality and excellence is the thinking class brand. Come. If you catch nothing else we said, quality and excellence is what? The thinking class brand. And you are a part of the thinking class brand. Think about it. we both been in the Rolls Royce. We both done drove the Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
Every- See that?
Why do you think that was exposed to you?
Here
You
we
were
go.
preparing for a day.
Say that again.
Your mic dropped out. You were preparing for a day. The universe don't put you in. Think about it. How many people on this broadcast could put yourself in a Rolls Royce right now? We've sat and driven them. It's not because that's not a mistake. They only make a few thousand, and for the millions of people in this, billions of people in this whole earth, there's only make a few thousand, about 10,000 Rolls Royces a year, maybe 10,000, maybe 5,000 Ferrari 488s, maybe 5,000, not even 1,000, not even 500 LaFerraris. How many of these cars are made every year? But you got the opportunity not just to sit in one at the car show. I'm talking about somebody feel worthy for you to be in their presence, to be in the car with them, and then at another level, actually drive the car. That's because the universe is trying to hand you something. It's trying to give you something, trying to give you the experience for you to be thankful for it and then attract it to you.
Come on now, break it down. Because we drove the same. We rode it. What was it? Extended wheel.
Extended wheelbase Phantom. We rode in the Ghost. We rode in the what you call it? The Bentley, Bentley Continental Silver Spur.
That's right.
We drove in the Phantom Drophead. We done had all these experiences. If you rolled up to my house, LDA, with a Phantom or a Drophead, I'm not going to be surprised because I know you gave thanks to that. You weren't jealous of the person that did it. You weren't saying, "Oh, F that guy. I can't believe he's showing off his car and all stuff." No, you said, praise him. Thank God that he had the wherewithal to have those things and put that in his life. And you know what the universe is going to say to you? You know what? I recognize a faithful servant. I recognize a giver. I recognize a person that gives thanks. I recognize somebody's grateful and put it in your hands. And you won't even have to pay what that person paid. The attraction was to the object because you had it in your consciousness and you're going to get it. It might even be given to you.
Y'all don't understand.
That person's Phantom that we were talking about was given to them. It was not purchased. It wasn't prayed for. It was paid for.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It wasn't prayed for. It was paid for. Then we know the other individuals who have two. This other individual we know have two Rolls Royces, and he rents it out. He rents the other Rolls Royce out for people.
To pay for the first one.
Yeah, to pay for the what?
To pay for the other one.
You don't like
I know people who do that with planes. I know people do that. Do you have your game right where you could buy two of the same thing and make one pay for the other so you're driving around for free? That's game.
Wait.
That's somebody who knows how to afford the game. They're not sitting here trying to impress the ladies. They're trying to impress their wallet.
Let me see with True Savage. I see I see equality over excellence. Masters of the game will never give you all this game at once. You get breadcrumbs and will have you show and until you show some growth. Then you are taught to fend for yourself. Do you understand? I'm thinking about that one individual who uses the one Rolls Royce to pay for the what? First Rolls Royce.
Yeah. That's game.
They ain't ready for this.
You think people that buy private jets got that plane sitting on the runway? No, they charter their plane out for other people to use it. Then they go buy another plane so they always have one available to them whenever they want to fly. So then they have two planes. Matter of fact, Drake's big plane that he just got, they gave that to him. They're chartering the plane, and then he gets to fly for free. That's game. That's the game you can afford. Meanwhile, you sitting on Instagram taking all your cash. You went to the check cashing place and told them to give you hundreds, and you trying to rotate the same hundreds saying you got money. Get out of here with that. I done seen that too many times. They go take $300, right, and go buy $100,000 worth of fake money. You spent your real money on some fake money to show off for the gram. I don't even know what to say to that. Like, you played yourself. You got the game sucking money out of your pocket to look like a dummy.
And you have no game.
Got no game and got no money.
Come on. They ain't ready for that.
You literally bought fake money.
So you can
got rubber bands and the little straps around them, like, yo, this is real. And you go flip through it. It's like paper faker. Come on.
Not putting money in there.
But if you then recognize, you can't recognize when somebody rolls up with maybe a Benz. See, maybe Rolls Royce is too far out off the cuff of people. What if somebody rolls up, like say you got the Honda Accord and they roll up with, you know, the Acura, which is basically the same car company, right? They got the Acura and they say, hey, you want to roll it, ride in my car? No, it's all right. I like my car. Don't worry about that. Maybe your subconscious trying to level you up and you dismissed it. I almost said a bad word. You almost dismissed it. You dismissed it because you didn't see it as being grateful for the person. You thought it like the person was trying to make you jealous, and that wasn't the case. The universe was trying to hand you something, an experience that you did not know, a day that was to come.
They ain't ready for this.
See, I'm trying to show you in a real situation. Oh, I'm gonna tell you another situation that might even further relate. Say you got the iPhone 10 and somebody show you the 11. Are you gonna be mad at that person? Or the 12? The universe trying to show you what could be. And then you can make a decision whether it's time for you to upgrade. But you don't dismiss them in jealousy or envy. You should give thanks. Like, wow, your phone looks nice. Maybe I'm glad you got to the level to get to that. See, I done broke it down from the Rolls Royce to the Acura, now down to your phone. Okay? And you can relate on many levels, because some people don't even have bus fare. They're walking while you're on the bus. You got to give thanks. Some people are in a wheelchair. They can't walk. You got to give thanks. Some people are on a bed and can't get in a wheelchair. You got to give thanks. Do I have to go further? Some people are in a coma and they're not in a bed. You got to give thanks. Give thanks in all things.
All things. That is part of the game. Do you understand? Do you understand the words that are coming out of the mouth? This is real talk. Jealousy
right
bring prosperity. That's the real game right there. You have to be thankful. Gratitude. Sometimes, what I said earlier, the reason why your account in the game is not working is because you're not thankful for what you have right now and you're not exercising it. So you got to be thankful, grateful for what you have, where you at, where you at this place in life. When you understand that, then you can receive more. So many times the reason why the game is not working for you is because you're not being thankful for what you already know, what you already have. I have a video on my broadcast called what? Use the game that you already have. 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 You need to be thankful, grateful. When I was riding in that Rolls Royce in the back seat, I was thankful, grateful, going down the Garden State, looking out the window as people rolled past. I was grateful. When I drove the Rolls Royce Ghost over from New Jersey over to Upper New York, I was what? Grateful. When you become grateful and thankful for what you have, where you at, and where you are going, doors will open up for you. The game will work for you. You need to be grateful for let me say this, because y'all may not like this. You have to be grateful for the lessons that people came in your life with. Let me say that again, because y'all, a lot of y'all, these people came out like, you need to be grateful for the lessons of the women you men have dealt with who may have done you wrong. And for the women, for the men who may have dealt you wrong, you need to be grateful that you learned the lesson and now you can move on. Oh, I'm talking to somebody. You need to be grateful and thankful. Thankful they're not in your life anymore. Thankful that you have moved on. Thankful that you're not with that person anymore because they were a lesson. They wasn't an enemy. They wasn't a friend. They were what? A lesson. Jealousy begets loneliness, correct? So you need to be grateful. Grateful that you got to this point that you're able to digest at some degree what we're talking about. You have to be grateful and thankful. The game is like that. You need to be grateful that, wait a minute. See, when you have that energy or that coat, that fur, let me put some ism on it. When you are grateful and thankful, you got to put on the fur coat of thankfulness and gratefulness. Let me say that again. You have to put on the fur coat of thankfulness and gratefulness. And you have to walk around and let everybody know, hey, I got this. What happens to you, you begin to attract a different type of woman. You begin to attract a different type of man because they can sense your gratefulness and your thankfulness. Not that you are simp or not that you broken down, but you are what? You are thankful. LDA, that knocked out a punch past the what right. You got to be thankful. You ain't with that person no more. But you got to put on the coat. You got to put on the fur coat of gratefulness and thankfulness. And when you walk out, you got to walk like you with your shoulders up, head up, chin out. Yeah, I'm here. I'm the man. My name is who it is. My name is Lawrence D. Adams because I'm walking with the coat of thankfulness and gratefulness. When you walk with the coat of thankfulness and gratefulness, doors open up for you that may not be open for you. People will show up in your life that may not have showed up in your life because you have a thankful and gratefulness coat on. You need to put it on every day. Let me say that again. You need to put on the coat of thankful, that fur coat of thankfulness and gratefulness. You need to tilt your hat to the side and let people know that you here. You sit and cross, you sit down and pose for a minute. Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I'm the one. I'm that man. I'm that woman. You need to put on the coat of the fur coat of thankfulness and gratefulness. Come on, y'all not ready for this. Be thankful for this lesson, right? Exactly. I'm thankful for my ex-wife and the knowledge of the mistakes. I was not bitter. See, that's it. Preach. You got to put on the coat of favor, the fur coat of thankfulness, gratefulness. See, when you talking about being a player in the game, that's being the player in the game. He already know. Yeah, yeah. He's thankful. He's grateful because he already know he's going to win. Most of you got the wrong coat on because it's too young. You got the coat that's sitting up like this. That's young. You got the coat of poor me, pity me, victimhood. Take that coat off, put on the coat, the fur coat of gratefulness and the fur coat of what? Thankfulness. When you put that coat on, put your shoulders back and let them know I'm here. I have arrived. Put on the fur coat in its game. Time. Put on a fur. It's game. Time calls the silverback is on the loose. Right. It's on the loose. Come on. You got it right there. Y'all need to put that coat on of gratefulness and thankfulness and walk in this game like with your head up, shoulders back. Let them know that you are here. When you do that, what's going to happen is because you have the fur coat of thankfulness and gratefulness, you're going to emit from you a woman who is going to appreciate who you are. Y'all better get this ago. Y'all better get it right. Y'all better changing my coat today. Right. Come on, y'all better get this. The reason why you want to change coat. Now, this is a coat that you put on mentally every day. Gratefulness and what? Gratefulness and thankfulness. When you put that fur coat on, you stunningly look in the mirror and be like, yeah, I know I look good. I know I'm the whip. I know I'm the sugar honey iced tea. You got to put that coat on. Take off that coat that's too young for you, of coat of pity, the coat of I'm a victim. You need to put on the fur coat of what? Gratefulness. When I
Oh
put
my
on the fur,
God.
when you put on fur coat of I'm the man. When you walk like you own the place. I taught my sons that when they were young. When you walk into the mall, walk like you own the place. Because I told them to put on the mental coat of what? The mental fur coat of thankfulness and gratefulness. It's something when you walk like that. You walk into the room. The room shifts the atmosphere because you know that you're grateful. You got the fur coat of thankfulness and gratefulness. I know you got something to say. I want to, I got my fur coat on. You know,
No, I mean, I thought that was a great analogy right there. You were like talking about the coat. See, you have to wear it like a cloak, okay? You have to wear it like a cloak, a coat, a cloak, some covering. It's literally your force field. And when we talked about it the other day about the negative force field is stronger than your aura, you got to make sure that doesn't even exist. Your aura, your cloak, your coat, what you're wearing, that cloak of gratefulness is basically saying, I'm ready to come with the right attitude. I'm not gonna put myself in a situation where you could get me down.
whoa, 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 whoa. You just hit something, man. So if she does, brothers, come with something that puts you down or does not match what you do, what you can do because you're so thankful and grateful, like
It'll bounce off of you.
see you later because you ain't ready for what I got to offer.
Yeah, you don't even resonate with what my consciousness is. You don't have we're not on the same wavelength. When waves are moving, the ones that move together move together. The ones that move against, they get canceled out. You might get canceled out because you don't have the right attitude.
Mm. That's why I'm telling you to put that fur coat of thankfulness and gratefulness. When you put that fur coat of thankfulness and gratefulness, it's going to repel some people and it's going to attract.
Are you a pimp in the consciousness of attracting the right attitude towards you? Are we using the same analogy? You thinking we're talking the slang and everything? No, we're actually talking very, very directly to the subliminal. Are you ready to point your attitude and your ability toward the right situation? If you're not, then you're not a pimp in the game. You're not. And that's why you can't afford to be a player.
Mm. And you know what? You see you wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. In order to wear a fur coat of gratefulness and thankfulness, right? That means you can afford it.
Some of y'all got the wrong coat on. Some of y'all wearing rabbit and y'all rabid. You're toxic.
Got rabies.
Some of y'all are rabid rabbits.
Mm. Mm,
You,
mm,
you, you don't have the cloak of certainty and gratefulness.
mm. Come on, man. Y'all, why are we doing this? It's 1:30 already.
The cloak of certainty and gratefulness will bring you. It's like it now becomes a net. Think about it. The cloak becomes a net to draw in more.
Mm. Wait, whoa, 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 whoa,
Uh-oh.
whoa. Before I even get to that comment, before I get to Dr. Khan. So whoa, 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 whoa. So when the pimp comes out with the fur coat and the hat, you know what I'm saying? And he has it on and he walks down the street. What does he do? He gets more attention, right? From potential people who want to get down with his program. I'm trying to break it down so y'all can get what I'm saying in a different way.
Actually, you're saying it exactly right. The pimp is flashy on purpose to attract more of the same likeness. Why do you think you see the flashy colors? Why do you think you see the diamonds? Why do you think you see the gold? It's not because he's trying to show you all the value. He's trying to put a certain persona forward to attract more of the same.
They don't want this game, man.
Same people, same presence, same mind. We're not just talking about, H, whatever, and all of this stuff. We're talking about what you want. Are you wearing the cloak of gratefulness for what you want to attract more of in your life?
Mm,
And
mm.
if you don't even know you're supposed to be wearing that cloak or that coat or that persona, that aura, nothing's gonna attract yourself to you. It's gonna bounce off you like a force field. The cloak's supposed to be open, right? The cloak ain't even supposed to close, right? A pimp wears it open, right? He don't have, his coat ain't closed.
Facts.
He's in a receiving mode. He's ready to pull in more. But when you got a force field open, when you got a force field in front of you, it's blocked. Your eyes are blocked. Everything's blocked. You can't see nothing. Your defenses are up, and you can't operate. You're just in protection mode, and you're not going to get any progress. So open up the coat. Show the universe what you really want, and it will attract itself more towards you. Much like the pimp, who is definitely showing itself in its most flamboyant mode to attract more of the same.
Y'all didn't get this. She said church. Shout out to my dude up in serving this time. And why I get good.
And I know y'all looking at it like, oh wow, you're talking our language, but you know what? You can find a lesson in just about every situation. So I don't mind. You can't challenge me with even the pimp situation because I can see God in everything. Okay, I can see that purpose in everything.
People they miss it because they're looking at the outward. They don't understand what we're really getting at. Let me read these comments right quick. When you like what that Yahweh has always blessing for you just because your humility and gratefulness gets his attention. He has nothing to do with your pride, yet loves to bless the humble. LJ, salute to you. I'm in the back. You in the background, so good enough. Your package is on the way. I just mailed it out this morning. You sound like Superman just came into the building with his fur coat. You got it, baby. Funny, my grandparents taught me to lay my clothes out for the next day. The earliest lessons on the being prepared for tomorrow. Are you waking up prepared for it and be thankful? Oh, y'all getting it. Squirrel. They got squirrels. They wearing squirrels and stuff. Rabies, rabbits. A cloak of the cloak of Blackula. I hear you. Some was wearing squirrels and cats and running around.
Oh no.
Some wearing squirrels and cats running around chasing nuts. And well, you know. Don't start at dark now.
Don't wear a squirrel and start chasing some nuts.
Oh, we're gonna get that one. So pimps is attracting my class and his life and his class. Church to the salute to the pimps out there. Not we're gonna say that anyway. But you get what we're saying here. We want you to understand, in order for you to afford to be a player in the game, you got to have the right coat on.
Right. Don't wear the cheap rabbit.
Shedding everywhere. Got rabies, cats and squirrels.
Hair coming off in pockets. Like you can ball the hair up and pull out. They ain't a real fur. The chinchilla is literally about 75 of them on one coat. And it takes about hundreds of man hours to put it together. That's the real coat. And some of y'all may not be about fur, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about the analogy of buying and making sure you look high quality and value instead of cheaping yourself out with the dog hair coat.
Flex fur. That flex fur. Look like fur, but it ain't fur.
Even back in the day, the sheepskin was a nice coat. Yeah. Nice material, nice everything. Used to call it a shearling. Remember the shearlings?
Yeah.
Those were the nice coats. You know what I'm saying? But you know, if you was walking around and got that, the Sears special, you wasn't attracted much.
They got on regular. They got on regular. What's the Wranglers?
Yeah. And there's a place for Wranglers. There's a place for the cheaper coats, but not when you stunting. You're gonna track you try to comb the fur on a Sears shearling, it start turning colors because they use a cheap dye.
Come on.
And every time you look cheap, you ain't looking fly.
You trying to drop bars up in here, Jono? Where Alpha at? Alpha, you in the background? Where you at? You better beam up, man. They better catch this. They need to catch. I know. Wait a minute. They don't better. They already caught this.
Listen,
Have on the coat, or the cape. I like the cape too. You know you're doing something. You got a cape on. You just come in.
absolutely. Presence.
Presence.
That's why there's a difference between a bow tie and an ascot. Nobody know what you want to look like everybody else, or you trying to stand out original. You know what I'm saying? Do you have a Windsor knot in your tie, or do you just do the real flippy special from YouTube? You know what I'm saying? Which one?
What's going Topaz? What's going on, baby girl? What's going on? I see you. That's what I'm talking about. Can I even put the B in there? Can you afford to be a player in the game? So what's going on, Topaz? So that's what people miss. You got to put on that. I want to emphasize that. Emphasize putting on the cloak, the coat, that fur coat of gratefulness and thankfulness.
Yeah.
If they,
it invites more. It invites more in.
That's it. It invites more people. Nothing working and writing. That's what I'm talking about. Get that money and write that book.
Look at the peacock. The peacock, in order to attract the female, it actually has to spread out all its feathers and show its majesty. It can't even attract the girl, right? We're talking about the opposite, right? Without spreading out all the feathers. Are you doing that when it comes to what you're trying to attract?
Let me emphasize and put a pen right something right here. You're not doing it for her. You are doing it for yourself. That's how my father used to talk to.
Yeah. You got to do it for yourself. That's a perfect analogy. You're doing it to attract. It's yours. It already is yours, and you get it. The reason why you know it's for you is because you get to keep it. Oh shoot!
They ain't ready for this, man. It's Friday, man. It's Friday.
If you do something for yourself that attracts somebody else, and you get to keep it, you did the right thing. Do we have to give them examples of what's the wrong thing? I don't know, but I'm telling you. The example that you know you did it right is if you got to keep it.
Alfie, where you at? I know you're in the background in the clouds watching. You got to catch this. Yes, Superfly. Superfly was actually based on something here in Cleveland, believe it or not. That's another story for another day. But when you actually keep it, so you're not doing this to attract women. Please. I've always said that you're doing this for yourself. Yo, man.
I did not put myself in a position to get what I have so that I could attract anybody. I did it to make myself happy. And then what happens is your situation gets leveled up, and you won't take the same old influences back in your life. And then all of a sudden, the changeover happens. And then you make yourself attractive to the next level of your life. And if you keep attracting the same people, that means you haven't done the changeover yet. You have not put yourself in a position to give thanks and show yourself friendly to the new version of you and the new influence that you have over whoever is going to be in your life. I could have been in a slump, in a divorce slump, when I broke up with my first wife. I could have been in a whole divorce slump and just not make myself attractive. I remember getting my collar. I actually wore a clergy collar. It's called a brother collar. I wore that for a few years. That didn't attract my next wife, but it put me in a new consciousness because I was accepting a new version of me that had to come to a level. And when I stepped my whole life up, everybody that was in that time zone, they said, "Oh wait," it was like a cleansing. They said, "Oh, you in a collar? Can't not hanging out with you no more." I realized the collar didn't take people away from me. It took the wrong people away from me. It took the toxic people away from me because they couldn't handle the fact that I was going to go in a direction that they couldn't follow me at. But you know what? Once I made room, like Dr. Cooper says, once you made room, you start closing all those old doors. Oh, wait, I still seen them open ones. Oh, I didn't recognize that before. Go through that door. And the person I ended up with didn't even care if I had a collar or not. See, you got to use whatever you have to flush out the old and get in the new. But don't stay in that stagnant state. The point is to keep on moving.
Come on, y'all. Y'all better get this. Oh, he's in the backstage. Let me bring him up. So you see what we're talking about? I know you at work, right, Alfie? Okay. So
yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Here, I'm gonna just drop you guys a quick sentence that's gonna give you some fire bars, and then I gotta go. So this is a life-changing sentence. I want y'all cats to pay attention to it, and ladies too. This is the one sentence that can change your life if you apply it, and it'll change your life 10 years from now. If you could apply it now, or you can apply it 10 years from now, or 5 years from now. And this is this: if you get obsessed with your goals, female nature doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You sex with women, sex strategies. Try getting obsessed with your goals and see what happens. Peace and love, y'all.
peace.
I love that statement. If you're obsessed with your goals, it will actually emit off of you a certain aura of success. Even if you don't have it yet, the drive for the success. You see, Alfie was so correct. Get obsessed with your goals. The drive toward success will attract a beautiful person in your life because they'll see you're on your way.
No one wants to chase a parked car. You better catch what Alfie said and Jono just said. No one wants to chase a what? A parked car. Some of you guys are parked cars because you have your little brother's coat on, and you need to have your fur coat on. I have a little brother. I had a little brother. So come on, y'all better catch that.
Some of you are abandoned cars.
Yeah, abandoned cars. Got 3 wheels. Fix it, flatten the other one. The other one's on bricks. So you got to catch that. It's so important. You said the aura that you emit. A woman would smell that you're on your purpose and that you're going somewhere. She can see that you have the fur coat of what? Gratefulness and thankfulness.
Think about it. Would you jump in a place where the water is still, or do you feel more comfortable with the water moving? Would you trust drinking the water? Would you trust drinking the water that's been sitting around with mosquitoes and leaves falling in it? Would you trust that water, or would you trust the water that's flowing in the direction over rocks, getting filtered naturally? What do you trust? The flow or the stagnant?
Are you trusting those? There's some in this. There's some.
Trust the guy to sit on the couch, or you trusting the guy that's out handing out flyers? Which one would you take?
Y'all better
handing out flyers. I say, listen, he's on his way. Even if he's making $5 an hour, he could be handing out CDs the same way. It's just a different dollar point. He could be handing out, flyers to his own business, and that's a different price point. He could be hiring somebody to get somebody to hand out flyers. He could have a whole street team, and that's his business is to hand out flyers. You would never know it because you cheapen out the person's perception by assuming what they do. Meanwhile, the guy playing video games, he may have satisfied you on one level and can't do nothing for you on another. He's using your behind, and he's taking your mind and your money.
There we go. The 1, 2, 3. You got to think what's in the middle. Your mind, your behind, money. If we would have dropped these 2 fingers, you know what's happening. Somebody's getting. Can't say it.
Somebody's getting plugged.
Don't wait the LD after dark.
And you got to think about it. Can I bring up a very important point?
Go ahead, bro.
How much harder is it to satisfy somebody that you only relate to on a physical level? You know how much harder it is? And I'm not saying we need to make it easy. Trust me, I love challenges. I really do. But it is so much harder to work on somebody that you don't have a connection with in the physical that you almost give up. Like, I don't like doing all this work. I don't like doing all this work. But if I went through the mind first, it's like mind is like the back door to the emotions and the physical. The physical is given up at that point. It's almost handed to you. It's moist right away. You don't have to get it there. You don't have to take. You don't have to take the temperature. It's already the right temperature for you, and it can accept you. It's already like, man, I could almost come up with like 1,000 things. Like, if you've ever had to use tools to get somebody to the right point, that should give you the indication y'all not really relating on the right level, and you got to work too hard to make that physical happen. And all you're going to get is a physical reaction. You're not going to have that mental. You're not going to have that multiplication, which is the money part as well. And you should be getting on all three levels with people. You should not just be on a physical level. Think about it. You can do that yourself. Why do you need the other person?
You snuck that in. I went right over the head. I see what
I felt like I had like a paper airplane.
Like, nobody caught that. Only the wise women would have caught that one, because I caught that one. I was like, wait a minute.
True. How much work have you had? How much did you have? How much work did you have to do last night?
Don't start it. Won't be nothing.
Everybody, oh, I put in hours of work. Maybe you didn't have to. Maybe you didn't have to.
If you would have dealt with the mind first.
You know, if you have a multi-O person in front of you, you should have been many O's down the road in a few hours. If you still putting in work on your first, you're not relating on the same level. They're looking at the clock. You looking at something, but they looking at the clock.
Check the clock. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
And then that's how you end up getting more fake. A fake.
She's a fake.
Because they want to get it over with.
Get off of me. If this is resonating with you, let me know in the chat room on both sides, because we have said some things that I know that went right past your conscious mind and deeply into your subconscious mind. You may catch it next week.
Yeah. When you play back the show the third time, you're like, wait, was he talking?
What was he talking about?
About 4 people gonna say they get it. I know who you are, but I want to make sure everybody got that one.
Because he went. Let me know in the chat room if this is resonating with you. You know how we do it here, because this is not the thinking class is for participation. It's not just the watching. This is not for you just to watch or to, oh, this is good. He's talking game. No, this is for people who participate. That's why
it's not for you to be laying down on your back waiting for something to happen.
Uh-oh. Did you just say that? It's not for you. It's not for you to be. Uh-oh.
Are you laying on your mental back waiting for somebody to just, do their part, but you're not doing nothing to participate? Is that what's happening here?
Uh-oh. Connections was working.
You have anything to offer to the situation?
Y'all catching it. Thank you.
You're gonna let the teacher just keep pile driving? We may get more out of it than you do.
Many times we do. Many times we do.
I see that. I like that, Dre. You need to connect on multiple levels, not just one. It's true. The physical is literally the most primitive. If you can connect to the mind, the physical is almost automatic. And of course, you're going to get a physical reaction, but the mind makes it more powerful, makes it more multiplied.
Can I step in? Let me tell. Can I get LDA the Dark to step in right quick?
Oh,
LDA the Dark is going to step in. I got a course on this, and I haven't talked about this course. It's Finding You and Me. But I got something so powerful about manifestation, and I really shouldn't be talking about it. And I think it's 151. Man, why do I bring this up? But If you got the mind and you get into the physical, it opens the door for you to manifest money.
Exactly.
Let me say that
The
again.
multiplication we're talking about. The
Uh-oh,
multiplication
uh-oh.
is the joining and manifesting of ideas. Because once you meet with somebody on the mental plane and the physical plane, y'all can get a lot of stuff done. A lot of stuff done. Imagine taking all your resources and their resources and combine everything you already agreed on in the mental and in the physical and turn that into some money. They may have an idea. You may have an investment seed or vice versa. Guess what? That's the multiplication we're talking about. Your money will multiply. And if you have ever been with somebody and your money went down, you were with the wrong person.
Uh-oh, there we go. See, there we go. There we go. Y'all done did this. I'm supposed to be somewhere. Do you understand? Let me go into this. We're going to this esoteric game right quick. Because the people don't realize that we can go there. Do you understand the power of the mind? Well, you understand when you become physical with someone, male, female, and the energy that is exchanged between the polarities between what the masculine and the feminine is a creative experience. And that energy that's created while you're in that state of being intimate with someone is a creative state. And that energy is so powerful that you can create your home world in the midst of the act.
Telling you.
Create in the mix of the act. So you're missing the real essence of having sex and not realizing the power that it is to create. Dude, man, I couldn't help it.
Dude, let me tell you something. I'm going to say it again, okay? If you spent any length of time with somebody developing a connection mentally and then through the physical, and you didn't generate any money after that, meaning you didn't find multiplicity in your results later on because of that union, you're with the wrong person. You're with the wrong person. Because it's supposed to produce. It's supposed to produce a successful outcome.
Y'all better get this.
I know it's a tough pill for some people. Like, oh, you're gonna say, "Oh, I'm supposed to make money off my partner." No, that's not what I said. You're not supposed to make money off your partner. What you're supposed to do is find money in your partner. Difference. Find money in your partnership. Find value. Find treasure in your partnership. You know damn well that if you was with a different person, you wouldn't have bought that Mercedes. You now have one. You know darn well you wouldn't have bought a house if you went through with that one person. Now you have one. You know you wouldn't be thinking about retirement. You wouldn't be thinking about medical insurance. You wouldn't be thinking about taking care of your rest of your family unless you was with that person. That's what I'm talking about. Becoming a better person multiplied.
Let me get these super chats. Shout out to Alfie, LDA. I guess you and I having the matching Rolls Royce. Screenshot it. See, getting to the consciousness that is already done. See, the screenshot is not then. The screenshot is already now. And matter of fact, it's not even now. It already has happened. Corrected it. Screenshot. Watch it happen. Let me get this other super chat to my dude down in Jersey. Your thing is anywhere paying tuition. I appreciate that. Salute to you. Shot fired. Come on, y'all someone y'all really digest. Complete waste of time and relationship. You got to get what we're saying. If you can grasp what we're saying at the end of this right here,
telling you. If you ever felt now, here's the other side. Have you ever felt drained by a relationship? Did your money go down? I'm not saying because you spent money on a date. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about your overall wealth, your overall self-value. Did it go down? Hanging out with somebody that was a draw on you, toxicity, negativity, taking your value and spending it on themselves, not thinking about the couple. That's what I'm talking about. Get rid of those people in your life. They're not here for you. They're here for themselves. And they found a way to draw on you. So guess who the sucker is?
You a sucker.
I know what to do with a sucker. Tell him go do this for me. You're an errand boy now. I know what a sucker is.
And
when I meet one in my professional life, you're a sucker. Go do what I tell you to. And you'll do anything. And you're only gonna get value by people interacting with you. You're not gonna think about people adding to you. Do you go out to the clubs, you just get interaction, or you finding somebody to add to you? Which one is it?
Whoa. Man, why we got, man, it's 151. See, some people go out to get people to interact instead of getting people to what add value to you.
Add value to them.
Who when you dealing with someone, are they adding value to you or are they subtracting from you?
It's only one or the other. That's right. Shake those draining influences. You're right. You said I shake those draining influences like Jerry Rice.
What?
Right. You shake them and hit to the touchdown. You ain't gonna get no touchdown if you don't shake off the people coming after you.
An emotional vampire will drain you and leave you for dead. Come on. Exactly. Oh, we definitely come on. We got it. It's party time, man. We give it. We didn't look at that. Come on.
You turn another Friday double down.
Yeah, come on. Who calling me? I can't talk right now. People calling me. Where you at?
Spitting knowledge.
Right.
We're giving first so we can receive another day.
This is what this should be having you laughing, thinking, and all at the same time.
Sure.
Another super chat. Road to Mental. What? A double R do sound nice. I see mine's in red. Whoa.
You see it.
Come on. That double R. Come on. Thank you for the super chat right there. That's what I'm talking about.
That's the proper affirmation. I see it. I see it. No, don't say I think or whatever. Don't give you any doubt. I see it. I see it. It's created. When you say I see, it's created. It will manifest.
Okay, I'm not sure what you're talking about. This is the before or after interview.
Is this before or after the interview? Is what? We just want to know what.
Please make sure. Careful in here. Be careful in here. Careful. That's what I'm gonna say. Tiptoe real closely around here. You. This is the danger zone. Much worse than an emotional vampire. A
psychic vampire. Guard your thoughts. You're right. Somebody that can pick up on your vulnerabilities. Pick up on your weaknesses. You have somebody in life that knows how to pick up on your weaknesses and exploit them. All your weaknesses being exploited right now, which is the reason why you're still a spectator here and haven't changed your ways. Right, Don't be a spectator here.
Right. Let me repeat this. I'm putting your thing up there. The Johns. I don't know who you are, but make sure you're careful around here. Careful. That's all I'm gonna say. Tiptoe lightly. This is like it's first time seeing you. Careful around here. Three-peat Rolls Royces. Y'all getting it. 49. That's right. So I'm sure. I'm saying, be careful. Careful.
Trust me. When you see somebody talking about like the way we talk about the Rolls Royce, we lived it. We actually experienced it, and I'm telling you, it's not going to be hard. And just the fact that you have that thought, and that idea, you can manifest it. I'm telling you can. I thought about having Mercedes and Audis and all that stuff back in the day. Did I get it? Yes. Okay. I ain't sitting here talking. I'm not sitting here talking junk to you and don't have it. I really, these things, the things that I want are in my life.
That's right.
I dreamt about a day about the children I was going to have, and I have them. I dreamt about a day about being in a house. I have that. It's not showing off. It's about manifestation. I gave thanks for what I had back in the day. I didn't stop with that house. I didn't stop with that apartment. I didn't stop with that room. The room in my mom's house, I gave thankful for, because you know what? I used to share a room with my brother, and then I got my own room. So I wasn't upset about being in my mom's house in a room. I thought about an apartment for myself one day, and then I got that. I thought about a house for myself one day, and then I got that. I thought about being in a doorman building one day, and I got that. And then I thought about having a house with a view to the city, and now I have that. These are all levels. You dream about a day, you give thanks for what you have, you give thanks about what you're already going to walk into, and you manifest. That's it.
That's it. We give you the thing. Can you afford to be a player in the game? We give you the blueprint behind the blueprint of how to be a player in the game. Y'all better catch this, man. We went to 2 o'clock. You know what that time it is?
I don't really hear it. Really low. I hear it like, yeah, there it is. You got it now. Get in the mood to receive greatness. Get in the mood to be grateful. Start a club every day. Affirmation of positivity and drawing in more and more and more to your life. Be your own hype person that you're gonna draw in. Start being the yes. We said that all week, right? Start being the yes. We gave y'all a bunch of tools. You should have no problems now. Peace, True Savage.
If they catch this, man, it's over. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yep.
If they catch this, it's over.
Telling you, this is very easy. Remember what Dr. Cooper said earlier in the week? Give, and it shall be given unto you.
Good measure.
How about thanks? Giving thanks.
Giving thanks. Good measure. Pressed down. Shaking together.
Running over. It means you're going to be overfilled. One of our mentors used to say, "My garage runneth over." And I see that. There's no limits. There's no reason why I could think right now why I have 3 cars, because I know I was taught to just want to have what I needed in my life. I'm telling you, if you want one thing, you're gonna have one thing. If you want multiple, you're gonna get multiple. It's about you giving thanks to go forward. I can't think of any reason why. I'm telling you. I know exactly how it manifested. I gave thanks when I saw other people, and I said, I want to manifest that in my life. Never jealous, never envious. And I waited my turn, and that was it. Wait your turn. But you got to give thanks. If you give thanks, it will attract itself towards you.
That's it. Lawrence D. Adams, Jono. Y'all better have a good weekend. Next week, birthday weekend, birthday week all next week. That's it. That's one of my favorite artists, Walter Hawkins. We out of here. Y'all better get the fax machine. 49. We out of here. Peace.